Hello and welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with Liz, a disability policy for all. Today I'm very excited to be talking to Cathy Ficker Terrill, who is the President and CEO of the Council on Quality and Leadership, CQL, and also a friend of mine. So welcome, Cathy.
Thank you, Liz.
We're going to be talking today about CQL and how it's related to the new rule of the home community-based waiver. So, the first question is, what does CQL stand for, and what does CQL do?
Okay, well, thanks, Liz. It's a thrill to be here with you today. CQL stands for the Council on Quality and Leadership, and we're a not-for-profit international organization, and our mission is to drive quality metrics across human services for people who have disabilities, as well as people who are aging, receiving long-term supports and services.
And what does metric mean?
It's the measurement of quality of life, and what CQL does is we like to make sure that providers are asking important questions to people with disabilities about what really matters in their lives, and taking that information and putting it into a tool that has reliability and validity so that we can measure from the perspective of the person with a disability what is quality of life from their perspective.
Okay, thank you. How will CQL be involved in helping to implement the home community-based waiver rule in a way that helps people and their families?
Okay, well, the new home and community-based waiver regulations is amazing policy. We are so excited to see the policy and the rollout of its implementation. And so what CQL did is we took all of the different home and community-based waiver regulations, because there's many, and we put them in one place and translated them to simple English. And then we crosswalk them with the CQL tools of the personal outcome measures and the basic assurances. And so that toolkit is available for free online for people with disabilities, for families, and for providers. You can just go to the CQL website and download it, because if you're not sure how to implement those new regulations, this will give you a crosswalk of interesting probe questions that you can use to evaluate your agency, but more importantly, people with disabilities and families can use it to ask questions of their providers. One of the big policy changes in the new home and community-based waiver regulations is a very important, I know, to you, Liz, and it's exercising rights. Exercising rights is important to all people with disabilities and their families, and what we've found at CQL is with 20 years of data, only about 56% of the people with disabilities that have been interviewed about quality of life using the outcome measures say that exercising rights is present, which means for almost half the population, it's not. And so we need to do a better job in terms of policy, addressing all kinds of issues, from the right to vote, to the right to make your own decisions, to the right to reverse guardianships, to everyday issues like the right to access food in your refrigerator and the right to have an overnight guest in your home. And so these are exciting opportunities and exciting policy times.
Thank you. I don't think our audience they may not be familiar with the personal outcome measures. Can you just explain what you mean by that?
Okay, sure, Liz. CQL about 20 years ago designed a tool called the Personal Outcome Measures. It's a reliable, valid instrument that is used to interview people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in language they understand with open-ended probes that look at these 21 different outcomes. And the personal outcomes is everything from safety to choosing where and with whom you live, to choosing where you work, to building social capital in your life. And so there are 21 different factors that include health and wellness and all kinds of things. And those two are available for free on our website.
Okay, thanks. Is there anything else that I missed or that you would like to talk about?
Well, I think this is timely, Liz, because providers have 3 years and 1.5 months to get ready for the implementation of these new home and community-based waiver regulations. And just to point out that the regulations on person-centered planning are in effect now. And we believe that if you use the personal outcome measures and you do an interview with a person and they tell you what really matters, you can then use that information to inform the person-centered plan. And we've also designed a new app so that if individuals would like to do it themselves on a tablet and go through the 21 personal outcome measures, there's a tablet that allows you to do that. It aggregates the data, and more importantly, it prints out a report for the individual and or their families so that they can share it with staff about what really matters in their lives and what they want embedded in their person-centered plan.
Okay, thank you. And we'll get you we'll make sure that you can get to the CQL website. It's www.cql.org. Thank you. And if you have any questions about this or any other policy issues, please go to the AUCT webpage and look for this week's In Brief. And if you have any questions or comments about this week's Tuesdays with Liz, please leave them in the space below. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks again, Cathy.
Thanks, Liz.
Bye.